This call is being recorded.
Welcome to A Diary of a Fashionista, everyone. I know those of you in the Hurricane Dorian zone are not too happy with me right now because I'm stuck out in beautiful Aspen, Colorado. But for those of you that don't know, I have friends in the Florida area slash my aide used to live down there and her family's down there. Plus, I have family in the Bahamas. So it's all fun. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, really. And so basically, what I wanted to tell you guys is please, 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 and I emphasize this with all my heart, and we're a little concerned about the hurricane up here because of my family and my aide's family being down there. But I am telling you guys right now, those of you who are in the Florida area and the Bahamas, please, 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 I beg of you, check on the elderly and check on the disabled because you think I have a hard time moving. You think Danielle has a hard time moving? Well, we don't deal with natural disasters. You guys know how to deal with natural disasters, but half of the time, the disabled and elderly get the fuzzy end of the lollipop, especially if they're elderly and temporarily disabled, like my dad was, and moving oxygen compressor, not fun. And moving oxygen tank, not fun either. So I need you guys to do me a favor. I need um you guys to do me favor number one. And the favor number two is coming in a couple of seconds anyway. Favor number one is if you guys are evacuating the Florida area or the Bahamas or anywhere close to those two places, ask your neighbors what you can do for them. Whether they have an elderly parent that needs help, whether they have a disabled child that needs help, and just be safe. Don't act stupid. Don't act stupid. Listen to all the warnings. I mean, we're getting it. We're getting it out here. Listen to all the warnings, and I hate to say this, but happy Labor Day. I mean, I mean, it is falling on Labor Day, but yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But please, 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 please make sure that the disabled and elderly are accounted for because we don't want anyone getting hurt in a natural disaster, whether it's a huge snowstorm or whether it's a hurricane. And what I've been told is it was going to it South Carolina, Florida, and the Bahamas. And by the time it hits Florida, it will be a category 4, and so so that's favor number one. Favor number two is I need everyone to start doing the positive vibes dance on Friday morning, preferably Thursday night, preferably, including Danielle. Danielle knows why, but I can't say why until at least September 8th now. It was originally September 12th, but we've decided to move it up to September 8th if everything goes according to plan. So that is favor number two. And favor number three is not really favor. Danielle and I have decided that we are going to up date production, meaning we're going to release the episode on Sunday, release the episode on Monday, release episode on Thursday, and if we run out of storage, we'll just deal with it as it comes. So yeah, be on the lookout for more episodes than you can keep up with because this is what we do, and I am going back to journalism school in January. I'm actually applying to Ashford University in San Diego, and I am super excited. My backup plan is CSU Online, which is in state. Yeah, but hopefully my number one pick, Ashford, would work. We just have to do a little bit of fiddling, but I am super excited to be going back to school in January. Do I wish it was sooner? Yes. Yes, but no, I have too much stuff going on right now to even think about school. So, I'm going back to school in January. I'm transferring all the acquired credits, and so graduation date may be postponed, but I will definitely be out in California. Definitely because I need to walk with my graduating class, hopefully May of 2020, depending on how many trans- transfer credits transfer in, which I just did today, and that's a pain in the ass for those of you that know who are going back to school. So that's my announcement, and so I think this is a perfect segue, and Danielle doesn't even know this. I got asked, what is Danielle's disability? By my own by my own aid, Siri. And when I say Siri, it's Siri with a C, you guys, not the S, not the S. And when I first met Siri the human, I thought, oh man, this is ironic that okay, and walks she walks around telling people it's silly like the iPhone app, and I'm like, okay, this line of fucking book. Ay, my life right now. But but anyway, she asked what Danielle's disability was. I don't even think she realized that my BFF does have cerebral palsy. So we had that conversation and then gone. And the reason why I said that is a perfect segue is because Danielle and I have decided that we're going to talk about how we teach about cerebral palsy in our daily lives and at our prospective day jobs. So, Danielle, I'm gonna let you take it away and then I'll jump in.
Oh, yay! Now taking about my job and teaching people about CP is really cool. At the beginning of working with Tammy for Kid Tunes, we have to learn what I can do and who should my character should be. Tammy was the first person who told me that I walk like a rag doll. So that's how Danny Doll came to be, and we having fun telling people that it is hard for me to use my hands and talking because I am a doll. It's a blast.
Well, I figured Tammy did something like that because um the job that you're doing is wonderful, and I figured Tammy made avatar for all you guys, and that's what they call it in the podcasting industry and business industry. Who's your avatar? And I didn't realize that Tammy did that. Now with
With
my
my
job, it's a little bit different because, and I don't want to throw my job on this bus, but I will. I'm just gonna put it lightly, and I'll put it this way. my job when it comes to diversity and inclusion, um, my job is getting better at it. I say is because by now I am about to start on the diversity and inclusion committee for my last year at teaching job. Thank God, because I'm out of strength, you guys, to teach kids. And so, but for 11 years, I was in the classroom, preschool classroom. Ugh, my goodness. It exhausted the heck out of me. So, when you have a person with a disability in education, they may be undiagnosed. And so, what I try to do is teach people not to stare, number one, at people with disabilities. And Celia even commented yesterday. Celia and I were walking around the grocery store in Basalt, Colorado. We decided to make a day of it. And so Sally even commented. Sally goes, "You must be sick and tired of adults staring at you." I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice this was after my meeting, you guys, with Colorado Voc Rehab. I didn't even notice what she was talking about. I noticed the kids staring more than being the adults. And I'm like, Sally said to me that she's gonna be like my dad and then start staring people down if they don't watch out because she's with me primarily most of the time, and we go out in public, and and people see her and they see me trailing behind, and I'm laughing because yeah, slowly but surely learn about disabilities and how to deal with it in public when you're with me. I mean, yeah, the situation I'm dealing with on Friday isn't that handicap, it's accessible. And so it's like, really, really. So you have to be mindful of people with disabilities. And 9 times out of 10, surprise, surprise, they see me and they don't move. They literally don't move. They like stare stare at me, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. And now it's become silly big pet peeve because she notices it. I mean, I didn't even think she noticed, and so that's the problem. That's the problem of the one that's like 24/7. I mean, yeah, and I don't know, Dan. I don't know. I thought about this last night too. I don't know what's the best way to start teaching people about disabilities. Is it through this podcast? Is it through my writing? Is it through all writing? Excuse me. Um, is it through a combination of both? Is it because God knows they're not teaching diversity and inclusion in a classroom? I mean, geez, we get stuck in special ed as we get segregated into special ed, and that's about it. And then Colorado, and I don't know state by state, but Colorado is actually doing a really cool movement I just found out about yesterday because when you graduate high school at 17 or 18 and you're disabled, all your services disappear. So what Colorado Voc Rehab is doing is they're helping the youth understand what their next chapter is because I didn't realize this until my counselor Libby Wolf told me, and I didn't realize that I realized that the services disability. Of course I did. But I didn't realize that Colorado Adult Rehab was more helping the youth than they are the adults. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful because the more support we can give these kids in high school and the more support we can give the able bodied out in the public, the better. And I'll talk to a complete. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know you agree with me. And I'll talk to, if they let me, I'll talk to a complete stranger out in public about my disability. I mean, I'm really, really open about my disability. And believe it or not, one of my big pet peeves happened to me yesterday. One of my big pet peeves, and Sally also knows this big pet peeve of mine. Um, Sally gives me, and now it's not her fault. That's Sally because she didn't know this. Um, Sally gives me a plastic bag, which I'm laughing about because I have a weak left side. I don't know if you guys know that. I'll take a picture of myself standing. I'll probably take a picture of myself standing at my graduation or at my on Friday, so you guys can see my whole body. But you will notice in this picture that I'm going to take for you guys and post it on my Instagram, you will notice that my left hand is completely shot. It's completely out of whack. And I think, Dan, your left side is completely out of whack. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is it? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So your left side is completely out of whack. Well, okay. Ima- Imagine this. Imagine me trying to open up, and I was trying to do this graceful, I do, trying to open up a plastic bag yesterday. That, and I'm laughing about it because I haven't done it in so many years that I didn't know that I could. I cannot. I thought I had the hand strength to open up this plastic bag, and I did not. So now I have told Sally since then. Oh no, tell my other aide to put things in those Tupperware plastic bags with uh with a little bit more structure on top of it, with a tab that you can grab. So when you're packing your, and this is a good thing to mention, when you're packing your kids' lunch, going back to school, yes, and and so, and they need a plastic bag, obviously, for school. Um, my mom used to put my lunch in Kipling Kipling carry-on of all things with Snap on the side. She never did the plastic bag thing, and so you need to grab those, and you can get them at Walmart or get them at one of the big stores. You need to grab those plastic bags with a tab because those of us who are weak on our left side, on the right side, can't hold the plastic bag and open the plastic bag. How embarrassing was I was it yesterday when I and I managed to do it um because I had to. I literally had to. But I managed to do it. But I was embarrassed that I couldn't do it. And now I don't know whether it is me and all this stress going on, but I don't, and I know my body's trapped with grief right now, but I have never been able to open a plastic bag in 32 years of having TB. and I have never been able to bite a sandwich. And so, yeah, that's a little interesting story. I have, and I don't know about Danielle. I have a severe overbite. So when I go out to restaurants, and Sally's actually been to a restaurant with me. This is how we met. Originally, we met on common ground, and then Sally Sally took the job, and so this is yeah, and that's a long story in itself why we met on common ground. But Sally knows when I'm out, I don't try and make a disaster of myself because I try and hold CP as gracefully as I can. Now, granted, there are days, and I laugh because I tell Sally it's the small successes that count. And if I can hold a spoon, I'm doing well. If I can hold a fork, I'm doing well without making a big disaster of myself. So, yeah, I could never open up a plastic bag ever in my life. And I did it yesterday. Never again will I do it. And Silly knows why I do. And it's like, okay. So we had a little bit of an educational lesson in CP. She caught me off guard with adults. Still, I caught her off guard with flexible egg thing, and then she me off guard with adults staring at me. I didn't realize they did it. I thought the kids did it. But anyway, you guys, you gotta start educating people more about disabilities. That's my point. Because this is nuts. How little we until as my dad used to say, until you walk the walk, you don't get it. Until I walk the walk with stage 4 lung cancer, I didn't. I thought I had educational lesson in stage 4 lung cancer and how it affects families. Jeez, I didn't know. And so I didn't know about lung fibrosis. I didn't know about stage 4 lung cancer. I mean, when it comes to cancers, they promote breast, they promote stage 4 breast cancer, they promote chemo, they promote everything else, prostate cancer in men, but not necessarily lung cancer in guys. And so that's what my dad actually had, and he went in cardiac arrest. They worked on him for a solid 2 hours, but couldn't revive him due to the mask and no, due to he was getting terrible care, one. And so they weren't monitoring him as well as they should have been. Thank you very much. And so that's why he went into cardiac arrest because um, they had no heart monitor on him, no nothing. And this was a Vivek Fitzsimmons in Denver, Colorado, who had nothing on him. And so, yeah. But basically, we got to start educating people about disabilities all over this planet, all over the US, all over the country, because disabilities are here to stay and the older population becomes disabled. And so we got to help the older population, let alone the younger population, with pre existing conditions so that the able bodied will knows what's going on. I mean, the fact that adults are staring at me, I don't like. I don't like. So basically, we gotta understand what is going on with the disabled population. And Danielle, do you want to take everyone out of there because I hear noise in the background and I'm going to move here in 2 seconds because I hear noise in the background. So why don't you do the closing shout out?
will not want to let everybody know to see the Bible to me too. So I do it something on
I forgot that.
Saturday.
I forgot that. Oh my God. Dan, I'll mention this quick. Danielle, as her, I guess you would call it your side hobby, loves to
Yeah.
act and sing of all, of all things. So Danielle is trying out for a play on Friday. Of course, I'll be in my project, but my project's a little bit more intense in the play. But we both need good vibes on Friday, and we both need good news on Friday because I don't know how much bad news we can handle right now. Due to it's the end of the summer, and we need to make positive moves forward, not positive, not negative moves backwards. We need to send good vibes to both of us, and that's how we're carrying on. And then on September 8th, if everything goes according to plan with my project, it will the episode about what the future holds for myself and Danielle will be able to drop. But if everything doesn't go according to plan, I will discuss a backup plan with Danielle. I can't discuss it live on air, but Danielle pretty much knows what's going on. My project is on Friday. So we will let you guys know on social media whether it's the 8th or the 12th. And if it's the 13th by the time you hear it, don't be alarmed. But it may be the 8th, it may be the 13th. If all goes according to plan on Friday, we can drop it the 8th. If all goes not according to plan, which I'm not putting out to the universe, we have to drop it the 13th, which I don't mind doing. And so that is that. And so, Danielle, do you want to lead everyone out?
Yeah. 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 For, for, uh, yeah.
Thanks, you guys. And thanks for supporting um, Sample Palsy. And let's just continue supporting cerebral palsy the best we can and all the other thousands of disabilities out there. And I'll keep marching on. Danielle will keep marching on. And we will be back on mic on on Thursday, if I can keep it straight. And so we're going to let you guys go, and we're going to catch you guys on Thursday and then drop the episode on um, Thursday and then drop our episode probably on Monday if we have time to do it on Sunday. I don't know. I don't. I have no clue. So, um, but we want to thank you guys for supporting us and follow us and share this episode out and have a safe and happy Labor Day for those of you in Hurricane Dorian regions. As I said, um, you know my wish, and let's just keep supporting the disabled. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.